improve the World Cup for you. Like I feel like when we hosted it down in Medina, we threw the kitchen sink at that thing. Like we built a full downhill style finish bowl. Like we had a big party bar on the hill. Like we had a guided spectator ride. Like we just came up with a whole bunch of ideas and we're like, we're just going to do this shit. And then the guys come down and they're like, this is awesome. Like we haven't seen an event like this before for enduro. Like it's more like a downhill race. It's really got that atmosphere. And they did the reseeding of the last round, the last stage, which I think was awesome. Like you had your top
hype,
30, you've got the hype. And then if you could eventually broadcast that, like that enduro space is obviously what suffered this year. And that's what we're looking at in 2025 is like tentatively looking at an enduro World Cup. But I mean, what's enduro even going to be doing in 2025? Like it was a pretty flat year. And then next year looks even worse. It's just Europe, right?
You know what I feel like this could save that? Why don't you just televise the last stage?
That's it. And that's what I said to Chris and the guys the other day. I was like, just
that's
televise.
A product.
Exactly. It's like a downhill race then.
Yeah, then you got a downhill race on last stage.
Yep.
You've just got 7 or 8 minutes. It's like
it would be
coming in before it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that's it. You've got the same, maybe you got a couple more cameras or you just get over it. You don't televise the whole thing. Like they're so stressed about televising every meter of the course, which is cool.
But it's so much more work.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why don't you just make this little thing, trial that? That would give so much more like value. Because what are you buying in an enduro race? Is like you don't see anything.
Exactly.
The pits are dead. Like you look
at, I think it was Leo Gang where Reese Werner chatting to him and the team, like he won his first Enduro World Cup on a Thursday at 8:30 at night. And there's no one there. It's like, dude, that sucks. Like, that really sucks. There should have been thousands of people there, like, celebrating that with you. But instead, like, you rode out to buttfuck nowhere for 3 hours in the morning. No one saw you all day. And then you come back at night and everyone's gone home to bed. Like, that's so hard. That doesn't work.
I don't understand why they ran them at 8 o'clock for one and why they ran them on the Thursday.
Look,
I don't get it. Like, where's the...
I think the idea is not, like, it is merit in trying to bring them together, but it didn't work this year. Not from an outsider's perspective who's looking at it from a broadcast point of view. It's like the downhill is going to take the attention for the time being because it's got the broadcast. It is, cliche, but the Formula One of the sport. But enduro is sick, and those guys and girls are such talented riders. Like if we could televise that stage 5 or 6 or whatever it is for that event, amazing. Be so good for the sport.
And when they came, just because you could run them, just say Leo Gang do it again. Why don't they just run them so they came down after the downhill qualifying, at least on the same day?
Yeah.
So then a crowd's
so you've got
there.
A crowd.
You've got a crowd. You've got people there. You can still run at 8 o'clock, which I wouldn't recommend, but if that was, there's no other option.
But you need the crowd. And this is what we really tried to pull together. And we're doing it with the Hardline event. But with the Enduro World Cup, it's like the crowd makes the event in many ways. Like, you can dial the course, your venue's sorted. But if you've got thousands of people there screaming along the side of the course, like that's a whole other level. Like you look at the big events, like Leger in France is just renowned for the crowd, right? And I don't know, maybe it's off-putting as a racer, but...
Oh, no, I love it, man. I think it's great. When you can't hear anything, literally nothing besides just that white noise of people screaming, it puts you in the zone.
Like I think it was stage 4 in that Medina World Cup. We had the DJ there. We had the stage
Stoke Wizard.
The Stoke
Shout
Wizard.
out Stoke Wizard.
And there's like hundreds of people screaming. And I was there for Dan Booker, obviously local hero. And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, I hope we haven't ruined this for him. Like it's pretty full on. But no, the crew loved it by and large, but it was very loud. It was mental.
I saw some footage and I was like, this is epic. I was just talking to Richard the other day, Stoke Wizard. He said you put him on again to do Hardline.
Yeah.
Like, man, you need to build an experience for someone. Like okay, sweet, you've got a race. Everyone can have races, but what's the experience you're building? Like, and that's when you have DJs.
That's the thing with the spectators. So like for Hardline, we're going to run a spectator shuttle. We've got like a dedicated course walk past all the big jumps. Like it is an actual product. Like people can buy that product, come here and engage with it. They know exactly what they're doing. Come up here. There's a bar. You can get cocktails. There's going to be a DJ. There's going to be burgers. And then you can walk your way down the course and see the whole thing. Like that's what people want.
It's so simple, man. Like it is
simple.
It is.
Yeah.
Like it's like hard to nail all of it properly and like do it. But
but they're all just bits and pieces. And I feel like a lot of places, like Cannonball's a good one. Amazing event to go as a spectator. But a lot of other events and the World Cups too, they just don't really get that bit right.